Previously on our little D&D game.
Perception check.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
So you are still dreaming of Sheila, who is no longer
That's a 12.
who is no longer touching you. She seems to be standing above you for some reason. Her ample bosom heaving with sweat. And what do you say to her?
Nothing coherent, that's for sure.
She says, "Pardon me."
Something like, hey, I'm kind of sexy. Drop dead sexy. Yeah.
For 2 silver pieces each, you can have your. But the gal is like, who's paying for the cleanup in the hallway?
The dwarf.
Sure, no problem.
That'll be a gold piece.
Okay.
And then she looks at you, and even though you smell, she gives you the wink. And one of these.
Alright. Give her the cheesy wink back.
An hour later, you two are bathing in your tubs. Well, you're kind of sitting with your feet. You're on a chair with your feet in a tub.
Yes.
So, you guys are standing in the tanning shop. Where do you want to go?
Anywhere but the tanning shop.
Go to the docks.
Okay. That's a good place to start, isn't it?
Okay. You guys are headed straight for the docks.
Chawanga gives Subara.
What?
What did you say to me?
Chawanga gave Subara.
magic coin.
Yeah, but Subara?
Subaru.
That's an A, friend.
It doesn't matter. You're walking to the docks. By the time you get back to the docks, you can roll me an
See Kyle, my
investigation
grammar
check.
Nazi friend. See Kyle.
Investigation is 12.
And how about you there?
And now on our little D&D game.
That'd be
Not you.
7. Yes, 7.
Mm-hmm. Just gotta find this thing here. Just give me a moment. Here it is. What did you roll?
Well,
What did you roll? 9?
7.
7. You seem to find some weird looking tracks in the snow. Right near where the East Haven, right where, perhaps where the sign for the East Haven Ferry is. It's the second dock before the White Lady Inn. It's a very long one, stretches out into the lake, and has a sharp left turn to it. And at that far end of that dock, you can see all kinds of boats along this dock. But you know that the strange tracks you're seeing are right around this area.
this is where the tracks seem to be coming around.
Nothing going down that you can see down the dock, but for some reason there's a track that seems to be coming from it.
Seems to be coming
Kind
out
of
of the
track.
dock.
Can we identify the species?
When you look down at your boots and you look down at
Come
those
with us?
tracks, roll me an
Can we get
intelligence. Roll an intelligence check with advantage.
That would be 20.
Yeah, no problem. You're like looking on them, you're looking at your feet, you're looking at that, you're going, something matches.
I think they're dwarves. Or at least one dwarf.
So what kind of havoc have you been wreaking?
That ain't me, lad. But we definitely have dwarf work about. A boat. A boot. Should we gather the rest of the folk before we proceed on a course of certain annihilation?
The three of us are still at the.
Yep. We'll get back to you guys in a minute. These two are talking.
Can I follow those tracks?
They seem to lead away from that dock, down the dock side, like the where the lake is, lakeside, away from the White Lady Inn, to the east, north, like to the northeast, perhaps heading into town, so to speak.
Alright, I think we need to go find the ranger. I ain't too good at this.
Me either. Yeah, so we're gonna hunt down our favorite ranger.
But when we can't find them, we're gonna find Super.
The tracks that were actually fairly decently easy to follow. You followed them to the. I'll say you followed them to the next dock, where you guys hooked up the boats from when you returned from your first adventure. The thing is, they seem to head into town, like they turn right and head towards the town hall, like that in that direction, not towards it, but in that direction, into the middle of town, and then you lose them there. So you return to, I'll call this like a couple hours later. You guys have been sitting in, a couple hours later, you're back at the inn, and these guys are sitting around the table yapping. They've been yapping for a couple hours, watching the professor do some stuff at the table, figure out some algorithms.
While sitting at the table, before they got there, I also asked them if they had anything that was broken and or needed fixing. Do you guys have anything broken that needs fixing or anything?
The lady,
clothing?
the
Just my
serving
faith in
lady,
humanity.
the serving lady walks by and she hears you say that. She says, "There's some vomit on the stairs that needs to be cleaned up,"
Yeah,
and she keeps on going.
I don't have prestidigitation of mending.
Didn't you pay to have those?
I did, Jim.
Didn't you do it twice?
She seems to be still be cleaning it up. Anyway,
So you guys don't have anything that needs fixing?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hand a master's heart.
Hmm?
Say it's hand a master's heart. Say it's broken.
Aster, the cat.
Hand of acid. Okay, never mind.
I don't get it.
Because it's a broken heart.
But who's the owner of that broken heart?
Apparently,
Owner of
Greg met because he
broken heart.
apparently had it.
Much better than Nice.
I guess so.
So is that yes? I think it's yes.
I think so.
So I'm just walking around with the carcass of my dead friend. Interesting.
Asta's gonna come back and haunt you.
You don't wanna
and
beat a
be
dead
extremely
cat
pissed,
here.
and then she's gonna be like reborn and take vengeance.
so where do you want to? What you guys? You're talking. You guys are talking. You guys are coming in. What do you say?
We found some tracks.
Dwarf tracks. And they ain't mine.
The light bulb
Before
goes
So
off.
you weren't walking in circles?
The light bulb
I
goes off in
definitely
your
was
head.
not.
You guys were thinking about it earlier.
I did do some tracking of them when we went down there before.
Yeah, now the bulb went off. Like
Right.
ding. Yeah, now I remember.
Oh yeah.
So we could use your hand finding some of them creepy little things.
I resent that remark.
Just her hand.
Don't do it.
I see nothing.
Is my clothes clean? and
Yeah, all
dry?
your stuff is clean. It's
Okay, I
being
will-
dried.
It's being dried. It's not dry yet.
It's not dry yet. It's clean. It's being dried.
Well, I don't have.
You have regular clothes. You have your armor. It stinks. It doesn't stink as much, but
Stinks a little.
it stinks a little bit. Anyway,
Well,
you have your winter gear.
Okay.
I won't say you had your winter gear on
Okay.
because you guys came in from the cold.
Yes. So I'll put my winter gear on, and it's like, okay, fine, let's go.
You guys are going out with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's all going?
You
I'll
just
go.
killed the cat. You whacked her with the book.
What's it? Curiosity?
Cat got whacked again.
But the cat came back the very next day.
Dim.
You guys are headed outside.
Yeah.
All right. It's cold and the wind is starting to turn. It seems like there's a storm getting ready to blow in.
What time of day is it right now?
It's about 12 noon. Call it
Wow.
12:30, 1 o'clock ish.
How far did you track them to?
Down to the turn, down the docks to the turn, headed towards town hall.
How long would it take for us to get
Several minutes. They picked up the tracks. Where did you pick up the tracks?
By the docks, and we followed them
Which dock?
by the ferry dock, and then over to our dock, where we did the boat thing, and then they went into town.
there? I'll head there then, and I'll try tracking from there.
Okay, which dock are you want to start at?
Well, where he lost all
Okay.
the tracks. If I
Yeah,
feel
I
the
mean, I'm
storm's
going with
coming
her.
in, I want
To the last place? You pick up, roll me a survival check, real quick. I know this is easy for you,
Or
but
tracking?
whatever you want. Whatever's best.
Maybe 17.
So you pick up the tracks as you walk by the East Haven Ferry, where that's docked. That's where the tracks seem to emanate from, but you don't see anything emanating off the dock, but that's where they're coming from. Like, you can definitely tell the tracks came from there. And
So they didn't come in on a ferry of sorts or boat or anything?
there's no boats moving in and out of this place.
Oh, because it's all
They're being
frozen.
dragged out to the, like, all the boats here at these docks, except for the ones you guys brought in, most of them are frozen in the water. And you
They
pick
must
up
be-
4 sets of tracks.
Okay, I'll
They
follow
must be.
them.
They must be staying in one of the boats on the dock. We could have them trapped.
Yes.
So seeing as we're all traveling together and doing this together, I ask them what it is we're doing and like what's going on. Cause
We are hunting little folk because we need to kill them.
There's mystery tracks. They said they were like invisible.
Yes, they're supposed to be
well,
hard to see. So kind of like you're hard to see, but I don't think we want to kill you because you're a little too small.
and why are we looking for these invisible people?
Because they bad thief-like people and stealing things, I think. Running around
Well, I don't
town
know.
and stealing and looking and pilfering and pillaging and lots of things.
Yeah, weird tracks, Grey Dwarf, stalking, East Haven, invisible.
You can tell these tracks were made within the past 24 hours.
Do they look like they may have come from a ship that's frozen in the ice?
You have to.
Stalking.
You probably have to inspect the docks individually.
I'll inspect the closest dock then.
Well, this is the one you're standing in front of. Were they starting from? If you want to go down there.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
They're probably not there now because it seems to be heading away. But
And you see no tracks.
if we
going
figure out
into
where
it?
they came from right
Not
now,
into
before
it.
traffic happens,
Okay, so
we
I'll
can track
And
them
no
back to boat
tracks.
easy.
No tracks directly on the dock. Immediately directly on the dock.
Okay, so then I'll follow the tracks that I found. See where they're. That's where I was gonna track them for.
But did you want to go down the dock at all, or
This window.
Okay, fine.
roll me another tracking? How far down? 30 feet. Your full movement.
Sure.
Okay.
7. No. 9. Yes.
15.
Yes. 15.
Nothing that you can see.
Am I at the end of the dock?
No, you're 30 feet down. There's
How
probably another 60 feet to the bend, to the sharp L curve, where you can see boats frozen in the ice
I'll
here.
take another movement. And check this
Okay.
out. I'm getting lower. That would be 12.
No, it's just you can't pick anything up.
So I'll head back to where I last saw tracks and follow them.
Okay. You pick up these tracks, and they do follow quite easily, and they seem to be headed into town from the dock where you guys landed. They head into town towards the town hall. As the tracks get into town, they tend to mingle with other tracks. So I need you to roll me a tracking with disadvantage. Or you have proficiency in that. You're pretty good at it, right? Just roll it.
17.
You're able to find tracks around the town hall
Of these
itself,
dwarfs.
of these dwarves, but you're not sure if they're going off in different directions. They seem to mingle really well, but you can see that they've been around this area.
Okay.
That these tracks have been around this area. Whoever's making these tracks have been around in this area.
What time does the town start to get kind of?
Town hall is open for business right now.
No, but like in the morning, like when does foot traffic start up?
Probably before dawn. So somewhere between 8, the fishermen start heading out.
We come check this out. Early. You might be able to see the tracks without.
Possibly. Or after recent snowfall. This storm that's coming that will dump snow on this town might be a good thing.
Snow
might
is
assist
starting
us.
to fall. And the wind is picked up.
Yeah, I think after people come back and
You know that in about an hour this storm is going to be fully blown and your tracks will be gone. Anything that you've tracked so far will be gone.
okay. Well, we can
So what do you guys
certainly
want to do?
look when there's
Track.
fresh snow. Track.
I mean, if we want to
Well-
continue pushing the track right now, and then when the snow happens, we can look for creatures creating invisible tracks too.
Can we mark our path at all?
I'm sure
We can
Like
mentally
even just
remember
like-
it's in town, so it's not like we're gonna get lost.
Right, okay, that's
Do you
good.
have any tracking related spells yet?
I guess so. Do you have stuff?
Eventually.
Yeah, I do. Oh yeah, I have like 100 weapon trade ones that speak with animals. So yeah, I guess I'll try find some more tracks before.
Could you speak with like a local stray dog kind of thing?
You guys
Local
want
stray
to
dog
roll,
or animal
roll
near
me a
the dock?
perception check.
Like any animal at the dock might
A survival check.
Crit.
in that
Whatever.
20.
There just happens to be a dog barking just around the corner.
Okay, well I'll go speak with animals and go talk to it.
Where'd you see the bad guys? Roof. How's life?
Okay.
Rough.
You see a dog like he's just kind of barking off into nowhere.
Animal
And he
You get the
and he
one
sees
Lindsay
you.
one.
Coming around the corner, and he kind of stops and turns to leave.
I'll call him
Speak with animals.
Yeah, and then I'll cast speak with animals.
All right. What do you say?
Hey, Pops.
It's like
Raggy.
Reggie. Is it you, Raggy? Huh?
Shut up.
Who are you?
My
name's Ruffles. You want to be my friend?
Ruffles. Nice.
Does he have ridges?
I'm Ruffles.
Yeah.
Ruffles,
Is it
have you
out to have
seen any people walking around that look like him? And in the dark at night after everyone's
She means
asleep?
like a dwarf, not an asshole.
Friend, I don't. No.
Nothing. Do you see anyone walking around when other people or when everyone else is asleep?
No.
No.
Smelling.
People walk around all the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah,
Do you
people walk
smell
around.
any
What is it, boy? Timmy stuck in a well? Yeah.
smell anything walking around in the middle of the night?
Keep in mind that like they like to smell each other's butts and shit. Probably just gonna get a dissertation.
I
of
smell,
local.
Daisy down the street. She smells really good.
This is a waste of a spell.
What's your name?
Great, we get the one poodle
Super.
cross.
He comes up and he starts, and he kind of nudges you like he wants you to pet him.
I'll just give you
It's a
some
special breed of
scratches.
dog. It's called a Shih Tzu.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to be my friend?
Yeah.
I'm your friend now.
He's gonna ask you to squeeze his anal glands.
And he's a
You've
good
got a
looking
bit of a
dog. Like, he
problem.
doesn't look like it doesn't look like he's missed a meal. I'm gonna sniff in his
But he should
ground.
miss a lesson or two.
I'm good. I'm your friend.
Definitely
I'm
missed
your
the
friend.
boat.
Alright.
Do you like to sniff? No. I sniff tracks. Other day I sniffed strange tracks.
By tracks,
In
he
the
means
snow.
You know
crack.
what? I will take him to those tracks and I will like
This-
can you follow these tracks, see where they go and where they come from?
You take him down to the dock, across from, like, where you guys put your boats. Oh, these tracks. I smelled these tracks before. Follow me.
Okay.
And off he goes.
Okay, we'll follow.
And guys, it's all over town. You literally spend the next 4 hours following Ruffles all over town. He pees everywhere. He barks at some other dogs. I smell tracks over here and over here. You can follow me.
Well, I mean at some point, I'll be like, you know what? It's
You
getting cold.
you finally find yourself all the way over at the bar. I guess that would be the east end of town, near the docks. Oh, this is a good place. They have lots of good fish here.
Is it like a fish market or something?
No, you're standing outside what looks to be a tavern, and on the front of it is it's not a picture of Sheila, but it's called the Wet Trout.
Gross.
And Regmek is really reminded of Sheila when he sees the sign.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know, did we gain any information from this at all?
You found
Let's head
tracks
to the wet trout.
everywhere, and they were all basically the same tracks.
Okay, so they're all over town.
But you know instinctively you weren't following one set of tracks.
Mm-hmm.
These were 4 separate sets of tracks with the same type of boot.
Okay.
But the boots were all, you notice with your roll, you notice that some boot, like the way the foot is planted, that's a different from the way this foot was planted. So that's 2 separate sets of tracks. And then the way that set of boots is walked, that's a separate. And then the 4th one, like you could discern that this was 4 different individual sets of tracks.
Could she discern that each area is under, like, one set of boot tracks is in one area specifically, another one's in another area specifically?
All over town.
Okay, so it's the same ones, they're meandering all over the place.
So I'll go into the wet trout and
Who's going with her?
I'll go with her.
I'll go.
grab some fish for the puppy.
Hey, we don't serve their kind here. He's got to wait outside. He points at the
Don't-
dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
I'll
Leave
Professor.
the gnome alone. He's nice.
We don't serve their kind either. And he points right at you.
Ooh.
I serve your kind.
For dinner.
Anyway. So, what do you want to do? It is loud in here. The music is riotous. It's
I'll still
evening.
buy the thing of fish and take
There's
it
a
out to
great
the dog.
chimney squarely in the building, in the center of the building. It has hearths on either side. It has 2 common rooms. You can see a dragonborn, white dragonborn, standing behind the bar. And he seems to be cursing out some old rubby sitting at the bar and telling him to get out. He can't pay. So, what do you want to do? You want to go to the bar?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually go and find out the guy can't pay. I'm gonna go and see if I can listen to a little more of that conversation.
I'll go with him.
The Dragonborn
eavesdrop.
is in his deep white Dragonborn voice is like, listen, if you can't pay, you need to leave. Get out. I don't need your kind here. Go on. Go back into the snow.
It's
Does the
storming
guy
outside
does the guy
somewhere.
respond to him at all?
He's like, but I got nowhere else to go. He's like, get out. And the guy gets up and he sort of forlornly walks out.
Does he
head
seem
forward.
really drunk or?
Yeah, he's drunk. Like most people in East Haven, he's probably got some. So, the Dragonlord, as you approach the thing, he looks at you, and he's big, and he looks like a dragon. And you're like, oh. He says, "What can I do for you, little one?"
Potentially to see if even dwarf people are thieving here. Maybe it's a central hub for their shenanigans.
Is any great dwarves been seen around or any dwarves?
I don't know anything about no great dwarves. Lots of dwarves. Dwarves come from all over. We get dwarves from Kelvin's Cairn all the time. He seems really crusty.
Hey, dwarves, not
Hey.
Calvin's Cairn.
Like fucking Krusty the Clown.
Hey!
So, what can I do for you? Are you gonna drink or are you gonna get out?
Are you having anything to drink? I think I had my fill last night.
I want to show you some.
How much is a round of drinks for my compatriots?
Who are your compatriots?
Well, I don't know. The 5 or the 4 people I walk in with, maybe.
I don't see any of your friends, just you and the elf.
Oh, are we the only ones who walked in?
No.
Yep.
We all went in.
We all went.
Nope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said I'm going in. You said who else is going, and I said me.
Okay, fair enough.
Kirigar said me.
Louder.
Ivan said me, and the professor said I am.
Okay, fair enough. You guys approach and he goes, "Are these your friends?
That would be. He's very perceptive, this one.
What about the toothpick?"
Yes, sir.
So the Dragonborn stands up.
Toothpick?
Yeah, he points down at the rock gnome.
Oh, yes, little twig.
Hey, that's
Can
not
I
very
grab him by the
polite.
head and
Oh.
lift him up? Yes, he is one of them.
Put
His-
me
his
down,
cup is-
sir.
His cup will be small, though. I mean, he won't be able to drink much.
We only
them
serve one size.
Well, his pint would be a
Well,
shot
I mean,
glass.
he doesn't need a bath in it.
4 coppers each. You want each one a pint of ale?
Coppers.
I'll have a
I'll,
teacup
I'll buy it.
of ale.
I think I'll just have some water.
We don't serve
No,
water
ale.
here.
You learn from your mistakes.
Fine, I don't have an ale if you're buying.
So yeah, 4 coppers each.
Yeah, I buy.
There's a table by the fireplace available.
There you go.
There's 2 common rooms here, so there's one on either side. There's 2 giant fireplaces in the middle of them, and you find a table by the west or northmost one.
Fair enough. I'll grab our drinks. We'll go sit at the table.
You guys sit down at the table.
Keep an eye on them.
This place is, like I said, this place is raucous and loud. There's a lot of fishermen in here. There's a lot of, looks like maybe other types of industrious working class people in the wet trout.
Are there a lot of loggers?
There may be, yes. There's probably some loggers in here too. They do have a small logging industry. So, what do you want to do?
I'm looking around for any suspicious activity. People who seem to be looking for pouches or anything like that who've been pickpocketed.
I'm just listening.
Roll me a d20.
Nope, that'd be 3.
3? Very good.
17.
You hear a conversation coming from the table as you lean into it, Subaru, that in Keong, local establishments are beset by vandals and thieves that skulk about unseen. The town speaker, a dragonborn named Trovis, could really use some help catching the interlopers. What did you roll?
17.
You hear the story about the wizard being burned again at the stake.
Oh, and he's already been burnt, eh?
Yeah,
Establishments are what? Being.
beset by vandals and thieves that have been skulking about unseen. The town speaker, who is a dragonborn named Trovis, could really use some help catching the interlopers. That is in Care Konig. That's Konig. Care, C-A-R-E. C-A-E-R, sorry. Care Konig. Yes. They could probably use some help. So this other gal comes by and asks if you guys are going to be eating supper here tonight.
Yeah.
She looks.
Is it anything other than fish soup?
I'm afraid not. It's
Would the other place have only fish soup too?
yes. That's all we
What if
Unless
we go and get
somebody-
some goulash?
care unless somebody goes hunting and brings back a fresh meat.
Do you relay the Care Konig
Like a
stuff to
ranger,
us?
maybe?
What?
Actually, if she relays the Care Konig stuff. Oh. Never mind.
Maybe after when we're quiet class.
So, what do you want to do? She asks for your orders. We have fish stew.
I'll have the
I don't know, this is tough to
fish
say.
stew. No, I'll have the fish stew.
Okay,
Round for everybody.
for everyone.
For everyone.
Very good. I'll be back. You hear as she approaches the bar, 5 white bellies in a bowl.
Goose. So happy for fish stew.
The mead is horrible. And it's not mead, it's like, it's like somebody urinated in a cup.
Yeah, I was nursing
It's okay.
mine.
I'm totally immune to pretty much everything.
You can drink it, but it's not good. But you can tell it's
So
it's quite
not good mead.
No, it's bad meat. But it's getting people what they need, what they want, and that is to be inebriated. All right, she
Like,
comes
I'm
back.
starting to go blind in one eye.
She comes back and she's like, "All right, five bowls of fish belly," and she puts them out before you. That'll be 3 coppers each.
I'll just give it a piece.
Oh, thank you. And she looks at you.
Give it a try.
Before she even gets a chance, I throw her the.
It's fresh, and she walks away.
I certainly hope the soup is fresh.
I'll take a sample and see if it's any good.
Stupid soup.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check, investigation, whatever. What is the best?
12.
Yeah, it tastes all right. It's not as watery as back over at the White Lady Inn. It's not like a soup. It's more like a stew. It's more gravy-like.
Oh, yum. Is like
It's more like
gravy.
it's like a chowder.
Gross.
It's more like a chowder, and it's actually it's edible. There's not a lot of fish in it, and the fish that's in it, it's very chopped up. It's
more
very
chowder
small.
than clam.
So, the place is going nuts. People are riotous. There looks to be like some people are playing games in this
That was
place.
just me.
Dice games. There's an axe throwing pit, or an area where they're throwing axes. And another area where they're playing dice.
Nope, not touching it. Looks at my 3-month silver coin.
So, what do you guys want to do?
I think we must.
I want to kill something.
I want you not to be here. This place seems less than pleasant.
So, we make tracks?
What say you all? We eat and leave? Eat, shoot, and leave?
Or,
You're going to it.
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna get outside. I'll let you all know about what I heard about the business, or like this is being set by I think.
Jeeps
Everybody can roll me a quick perception check as you guys are leaving.
that's enough for me.
Jeez.
13.
16.
Wow.
What did you roll there?
Second.
Did you roll a nat 20 or what?
15.
15 and 16? As you guys leave, you guys do see a a creature that I don't know if you've seen before. It's got horns on its head. He's sitting back at a booth with his feet sort of propped up on a stool.
Oh,
As you guys walk out,
Thieflings.
Thieflings indeed.
and he looks a little intriguing. As you guys are walking out the door, you notice those two notice them. So, out back outside, you're telling them about what you said?
Yeah, and it's unseen
Unseen force.
unseen beings.
Unseen farce.
Unseen
Yes,
vandals and
Unseen
thieves
farce.
skulking around.
All right. You guys
Turns
are
out
heading
it's all
back
just
to
a
your
rumor
inn?
perpetrated by the
I
masses.
think so, yeah. I'm gonna keep an eye on the ground as we're walking for any footprints
That's
of the
good.
door.
Okay.
Fresh.
Yeah, Ruffles is there. And you can hear him, he's barking now because your spell's worn off. And he's barking.
I'll give him
And
some
he's-
fish that I pocketed.
Oh, he loves it. He's like, and he rubs up against your leg, and he's like happy to be with you. So,
I see you found us lunch.
You're already wearing a cat. You don't need a dog.
What's the problem?
Actually,
and Ruffles
now that you
like-
say it like that, the dog does kind of seem like it's next.
Anyhow,
Run, Ruffles, run!
Yeah.
Ruffles
Meat's
like
on the menus, boys.
and he's jumping around and he's like wants to play and seems to be pretty happy to be hanging out with you.
Happy to be warm and indoors. So.
An hour later, you're back at the White Lady Inn. You're tracking
Yeah, did I see any sharks on the way back?
nothing because I would assume you guys are looking a little bit on your
Yeah,
way back.
well,
Is it
Well,
snowing right now too,
Yeah,
right?
well,
Yeah,
we
it's
were told
snowing.
After an hour, it was going to be
And-
clear blanket path.
Yeah, you got nothing right now at all. You're back at the White Lady Inn.
As we're walking back, I just pick up like five rocks on and just.
No rocks to be found laying around on the ground.
A lot of ice everywhere.
This,
A lot of ice and
this,
snow.
this
Can't get
Ruffles
stuff.
try Ruffles?
Ruffles.
Does he try to come in with us?
Yeah.
I'll try to bring him in.
Yeah,
What
yeah. He,
happened?
he comes in. Nobody seems to say anything. Do you go straight to your room or do you go?
I don't remember.
Nice dose of
I think we
fucking
take-
bites or some
I
shit.
think we take small nap, and then we go out in the midst of night when these things will probably be prowling like the little dirt bags they are.
Okay, are you gonna have to small nap or like a regular small nap?
No, like real small nap.
Okay.
So you guys gonna have a snooze?
Yeah, just like a quick,
Um,
short,
Do you get
Power
do I
nap.
get my spells back after a short rest or not?
long
It
rest,
is a long rest.
unless you're a warlock.
So I'm gonna say it's
Was
about
just don't get anything on
7:30 when you guys get into
Was
your
just don't get
room.
anything on purpose?
Are you guys going to your rooms? You
Uh,
get to your
change the
rooms.
spell, that's what
Ruffles is like all over your room, smelling
Sorcery
everything,
points.
Alright.
sniffing around, jumps on the bed, and
I'll
he does one of these, like 6 of these, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then flops down. And he's like curls up on your bunk and.
I'll check this here, please.
We'll check now. We'll check now.
Yeah, before you climbs into bed, I would check.
No, he's clean.
Wait, so you can
So the
sleep
guy
on the
fly
bed.
into the room with a cape and a superhero suit. You should have checked for fleas, any or mites, and then flies out.
So
Thanks,
anyway,
Captain Obvious.
you guys are going for a nap.
Mm-hmm.
How do you propose to wake yourselves up?
Well, first,
what,
spoon, little
what
spoon,
time
then
is it
one.
now?
Like I said, about 7:30.
I'm not going to sleep.
So you're gonna hang out in the bar?
Yeah.
Okay, the halfling is down in the bar again, and he's playing up a storm for the modest crowd that is in the White Lady Inn this evening.
Okay.
He sings the first 3 verses of some ballad that you've never heard of before, but it's about some Goliath person. He explains that he's developing a new story, and he wanted to try it out. It sounds okay. It's not anything great, but it's a story. And he plays a jaunty tune again about a fish who is living on a wall who talks to people. And other assorted arrangements that he seems to have put together. He talks about what you think is a hag. He talks about a hag. He sings about a hag.
Okay.
He sings about a ghost, a ghost lady. Yeah, lady.
Ghost
And
lady.
the stories she tells. The words she writes on windows about dwarves and tracks in snow and all kinds of stuff like that. He sings a song about that. And then
Portents
these
of
are
adventure, maybe.
these are all stories he's telling.
Okay.
He tells a story about this white lady and about her husband who died and about how she died. It's very sad. It's hours and hours long, these ballads.
Okay.
You
Just
spend the whole
weeping
night down
out
there.
Does the lady have a name?
During one of those hours,
I'll call her
I
Karen.
make something with my
Seems
tinker skill.
appropriate.
Okay, what do you want to make?
A fire starter.
Fire starter?
It'll last 24 hours unless I repair it before then, or I can dismantle it and get my stuff I used to make it back.
Okay. Fair enough.
So
So
after,
that's why I was asking about the time.
after a couple hour nap.
Let's see who wakes up after a couple hours.
Okay. I mean, for the most part, I was sitting around legitimately 95% of the day, so I would have had a lot of energy.
Yeah, well, you did walk across town and walk all around town.
Over a couple hours.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think the character's anywhere near as fat as me, so I don't think that would be a problem.
so it's up to you guys. I can say you guys just rest and then you guys get up several hours later.
I don't have any exhaustion left.
You'd have to go through a full.
No, you guys are still one level until you take a full 8-hour rest.
Well, let's take a full 8-hour rest then.
Let's do that, actually. Yeah.
Sure. Next
So
morning.
if we're going to take an 8-hour rest, I'm going to use one more spell to speak to the dog.
Yep.
And ask him if he can wake me up if he senses those dwarves.
You just
And
asked Opie the Wonder Dog to try and get you up.
And he curls. He does like 8 more turns on your blanket as you go to
Dogs
sleep.
can be very perceptive.
And he goes to sleep.
Wait, 8 more turns or coils?
Like he just
Yeah, like Dairy Queen.
and he goes to sleep.
Like onyx and patches. 10 spins,
And then
some fluffing, 10 more, some more fluffing, couple more spins, and
Do 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 do. Cock-a-doodle doo. The next morning.
After the first 10, like, you just like, alright, chloroform.
You guys
Like,
wake up.
fucking that's enough.
You guys wake up and you're very well refreshed. Get back all your hit points, all your spell slots.
Sweet.
Head down for breakfast. Get your
Spell
con-
slots.
Continental breakfast.
I don't have spell slots. I have smite slots.
You have smell sluts.
You get your thing, and it reminds you that this morning, upon opening, you might want to go to the town hall.
Yes. I don't even wait.
You guys are headed on over.
Yep.
I was like, freaking squeeze
I
that
wanna
half a
get
grapefruit into me,
paid.
ma, and then
I
off
want
we
to
go.
get paid.
Wait, squeeze
see
it
about
into me,
getting a
ma.
bowl of fish for the puppy.
Alright.
I
So
want
yeah,
to
you
get
get a
paid.
bowl of food for your puppy dog. Did you pay to have that dog sleep in your room?
Of course.
That's what's in a
Okay.
broken down golf cart. Sourpuss.
Alright.
The
So,
dwarf paid for it.
you guys head over to the town hall. You all get there. You walk in, and everybody roll me a perception check right off the bat.
Perception check.
Not very
Can't
perceptive.
read my, no, I can't
14.
read my
Not 20.
perception.
You immediately hear something coming from behind the door on the first floor as you guys walk in. Behind the door that goes into the administrative offices, it says administrative offices on the door, and you can hear
It's pronounced
a sound
orifices.
of some kind, like somebody's calling out, somebody's yelling, but it's so faint
Oh, I try and track down.
you
the
can't
source
hear
of
it. He can.
Only him?
Okay.
What'd
I
you
got an
roll?
18.
You got an 18?
Yeah.
Is it
You
a
hear
dog
something. What
whistle?
did you roll?
I rolled not enough.
Yeah. 18? You two can hear it? Nope, you can't.
10.
No.
I go
Those
rushing
two
in the
can.
door. I'm gonna kick it down.
The door's open. You kick it down. The door goes exploding in. And there's nobody in the administrative offices this morning.
Axe is gonna come out. Show yourself!
Somebody's doing
You
their
can hear-
secretary.
You can hear it a little bit louder.
Does it sound like
Help.
moaning? Oh.
You can hear the word help. Help.
Is there
Where's it coming
anyone
from?
in these
Help me,
offices?
help.
There's another door on the other side, and you've been through this door to get to the to get over to the this town speaker's office.
I'm gonna kick the door in.
It enters into the hall where you see the large figurehead statue, and you can hear it coming from down the stairs. the stairs that go down into the what would be the jail, you can hear something banging, very not loud, but you can hear it audibly. Help!
I'm going towards it.
Ivan's gonna follow.
Thank you.
We're all following, I think.
Right on.
Oh, you declare it. Trust me, it's best.
You go past the figurehead statue again, and you guys get creeped right out. You go by and you're creeped right out.
Excellent.
So, you head down the stairs into the into what is called the dungeon, but it's the lockup. It's the town lockup. It's the town dungeon, and you find as you fish around. Roll me a perception check.
It's going to be kept. Kept
I got another nat 20.
15.
21.
Right on.
That's a 9.
I rolled the purple one.
You guys see these cell doors are iron doors with 5-inch square iron shuttered windows built into them. Apparently, so perhaps somebody can peer into these doors. As you search this dungeon, you come across one cell, and you can hear what you think is the speaker, Daneth Whalen,
Calling for help.
calling for help.
I assume the door's locked.
Can I look through the bars?
Can I look for keys?
As you open the door, and look in, and he says, "Oh, it's you." You have to kind of lift her up to see into there. It's you guys. Get the door. Get the keys. Get us out of here. We've
Where are
been
the keys?
robbed.
Where's the keys?
Where's our money?
Where's the keys?
That's where
They
we
took
go.
them. They took the cauldron. They took the.
Who's they?
I don't know.
Well, you're gonna
They-
find out. All
they-
I
right.
want to kick the door down.
The
Can
the
you
guards.
lift
There's
it
4
off
guards
the-
in there.
Hinges? Instead of kicking
Get us out.
Oh, yeah.
Start
Can I lift
pissing
it off
on
the
a shirt.
hinges?
I saw this thing in a movie
What's
once.
that?
You said white shirt.
Yeah.
You meant
Lift the door
bar,
off
not
the
the
hinges?
piss shirt.
No, the door is locked to the
Yeah.
other
So the
side.
first and
It's
second one.
impossible to lift up. If the bolt goes
That's
into the,
Shanghai noon.
so lifting it will be impossible.
Can anyone?
These are
use
iron
locks?
doors.
Oh, where are the keys? Ivan said he
I
was,
was looking for the keys.
No keys anywhere. The place where the keys are normally kept.
Never mind the keys. I picked the lock.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand check.
I cast Compel Duel on the door.
13.
You, after about 10 minutes, you finally hear the slight click, and the door opens. Yes.
I have a question. With Thieves' Tools and Sleight of Hand, I'm proficient in Thieves' Tools but not Sleight of Hand, so how would that work?
You just roll with.
You just
no
roll
bars.
regular.
Because wouldn't your proficiency be added to the Thieves' Tools?
If you're proficient with sleight of hand, then you would have a proficiency bonus with sleight of
But
hand.
being
Oh,
proficient
actually,
in
mine's
Thieves' Tool
16.
gives you the
That's
ability
Yeah.
to
No,
use
yeah, no
Thieves'
problem.
Tools.
Yeah. Sorry, I was
Open
looking
it
at
up.
stuff
Someone not
on
proficient in
Sunday.
Thieves' Tools.
He's
is
like,
just
"Oh
doing
my
it
gosh,
blind
thank
roll."
you so much. We were set upon this morning early. As I got back, your reward is safe. But we were set upon. The guards,
And they stole the cauldron.
They-
Specifically, the
the
cauldron.
cauldron, and they forced the guards to lay down their weapons. Thugs. They took the cauldron, and they got out of town.
I lean in. Describe these.
How do you know they left town?
Humans. We only saw 3 of them in here, but
How do you know they left town? And what direction did they? Did you hear
He
them
would
leave?
he would know nothing. He was trapped in here.
Unless
Unless
he
he
heard.
knew more than what he's letting on.
I know what I'm telling you.
I know what you're telling us
Is there
too.
anything else you can tell us? Like, was there any? Did you have any markings or anything?
Did they smell any tattoos? What were they wearing? What kind of armor?
Colors?
They were
Symbols?
wearing
douchebags.
winter gear. Their faces were covered. They forced the guards to lay down their weapons or they would
Did
kill
they
me.
say anything at all to each other while you were around? Anything that you might have picked
They
up?
wanted the cauldron. They told us they wanted the cauldron.
They didn't state a reason?
How did they know about the cauldron? We spoke to no one about
That's a
this.
good point.
Unless it was inside job.
That could be.
That is a very good point. Who
That's-
else did you tell? Who else knew?
Myself, the captain, and, well, the staff here.
Well, after we kill these two, then that's only the staff that remains.
And the captain. I think the captain may be dirty. Because if the captain had something to do with it.
My captain is absolutely, without question. No, you should.
Sleep now.
I've had enough of you.
You're saying he's guilty?
I've had
Thanks.
enough of you.
He's-
My captain is is
Nope.
above reproach.
Nope. He's getting a shot in the mouth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Roll.
I don't know, 10?
You go to swing, and the guard, one of his guards, just goes like that, and just blocks you, and pulls out a dagger and says,
Oh man, I'll kill
The
But
you.
dad-
you had
I will
weapons.
kill.
Enough.
I will kill the whole bunch of you right now.
I'm
"Enough."
I'm
You
gonna
just wait.
stand in
You
front.
laid down your weapons, but you still have daggers. You are all in on this. Tell us truth now. I'm going to try and intimidate to see if I
You
can
go
get
ahead.
something out of these guys. Because it seems
Go ahead.
there is so much fish in this town, but this story is so much fishier.
Why would I buy your cauldron, you flat-headed,
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wait a
low-brow
minute.
orc?
Excuse me.
Why would I
Whoa.
pay you? Why would I pay you
Hey.
$5,000 for your
Ivan.
cauldron?
You remember getting any money?
No, they haven't.
I don't
And
think
out
we've
of his
gotten
out
any
of his
money.
coat, he just throws. He throws. There's your worthless payment.
You best find in some politeness, lad.
You best just tie your mouth shut.
And I unhook
I'll
my
just
war
kind of
Sounds
hammer
like
slink
my
in there and
time.
grab the money
What
and
did you
kind
say
of
to
back
me?
up.
Sounds like it's time for my oath of conquest.
Yes.
Now you can
Take
either
your
help us
son-
find it, or just take your
We're
cash and
trying
get
to
out
help
of
you,
East
lad.
Shield.
Do I?
But your tone doesn't quite sit right with me.
But your
ears.
story has as many holes as Swiss cheese.
My story. We were set upon by thugs who stole the cauldron. You got paid.
First of all, you're awfully defensive.
Is it you?
For
our
a-
means
for a-
of
someone who's
feeding
not
our
good.
town
When
and our
did this
agreement have
happen?
just gone out this morning. as
But
we
do you
got
think
back.
the one
we
party
could go
of people?
outside and try Traca.
But do you think, lad, the
All
one
the
party
time.
in a position of helping you is the
But he
one you
knows
need
no
to be taking
information
that
about
anger
them.
out on? Let's think for a moment. Parlay, perhaps?
Well, next time you might want to think about that yourself.
Murder, perhaps?
Instead of blaming us,
Oh, at some point there's gonna be murder.
then you better save it for the thugs that stole our cauldron.
Well,
Right.
we would,
100%
absolutely, if we
sorry.
had any information on thugs.
Yeah. How about you
They
give us
took-
a hot tip?
That's just it. I don't know.
Hmm.
Besides myself and, like I said, the staff and the captain, nobody else knew.
Ranger, do you think
How-
you can
how many-
figure out
how many
where
folks are here?
they might have gone out?
Well,
Myself
that
and the two
says-
ladies.
yeah.
The two ladies in the administration office.
We didn't
There
see
was
anyone
no
in
one
the
up there.
office when we came in.
Prudence and Mabel weren't up there.
No.
No, first of all, I don't trust anyone with a name of Prudence.
That's prudent.
That's strange.
Because we came in, and I could just see that someone yelling for help, but there was nothing else. There was no one in there. There was no one in the offices.
Okay,
You're the first people we've seen this
Dareth
morning.
to Jason. How many people are standing in front of me?
5.
Thank you.
Four guards and the speaker, town speaker. Can one of you please? He turns to one of his guards. He says, "Can one of you please go get the captain?"
As this,
And
I'm,
he says, "Right away, sir." And he.
I actually, like, I
bolts.
don't know if you're, but I grabbed the, so I'm just gonna tuck them away so they don't get
Roll me sleight of hand.
bucketed. Well, I would've done. I
Oh, you're
wasn't
just
trying to
doing it
hide
openly?
Yeah,
Okay.
just because he threw it at him.
Goes
so I
to
just
get the
picked him up.
captain.
And I'm gonna head outside and see if I can find tracks.
Roll. Survival.
I can.
Wait.
Somebody's helping you.
Oh,
Is that catty one?
that's what I was wondering. But no, the die set.
It was sitting on the roll and caught my
10?
foot.
There is what seems to be something dragged away in the snow, heading straight west out of town.
Okay, what is in that direction?
I'm
Good
going
mead.
out to find our friend,
Good
the
mead.
ranger.
The captain shows up.
Yeah, the captain does. As you guys are like looking around, the guard and the captain and several more guards
Does he
begin to
actually
show
look like that? Really?
begin to show up.
Let's all follow track.
Well, yeah, I'm following those tracks.
Sweet.
The tracks lead.
Yeah.
The tracks are
Your
leading
dog.
out of town. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
can-
Ruffles is there. Do you want to talk to him?
Can Ruffles smell
Yes.
room
Yeah.
to smell people?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be like, can you smell the people who were in the room and dry and left?
It's
Where-
right down the main drag, and it's heading out the east way.
Okay.
Okay, so
How
But
does
can-
that work?
Can you get dog to smell an area to get their smell,
that's
so
what
that
I
we
just
know
did.
that? Okay.
I mean, they would have had to take a pretty direct route out of here. Like, where would they smuggle a cauldron off to? They've got to have some mode of transport to get it any distance at all.
So I'll just tell the dog that we need to find these people who are dragging this object.
So I will tell you the rest of the story, and I will tell you that we. So these guys were cornered in Speaker Whalen's office. They used him as a hostage to force the guards, watching the cauldron, to drop their weapons, surrender without a fight. After which they locked them up in the dungeon, and they took the cauldron and absconded with it. So it looks like they had an axe beak.
Well, we have
Recent axe beak tracks.
That's what you can see,
We can get our
and
axe
now
beaks.
you're tracking upwards of maybe 8 people
No, it shouldn't be
Wow.
hard to.
and an
follow
axe beak,
8 people in a single
Let's
axe
go
beak.
get our.
and they
axe beaks.
have a 4-hour head start or more,
That's fine.
4 or 5 hour head start.
They're probably not expecting
They're still only
pursuit.
traveling as fast as a person, while we can travel as fast as an axe beak.
And they're probably still counting on the fact that those people would be locked up.
Perhaps.
Nobody was likely to stop by
Yeah.
because it's
I
nighttime,
knew we should
right?
have inspected
it's
for
morning.
this last night.
Let's
Right
grab
now
the
it's-
speaks and let's go.
It's right about 8:30, 9 o'clock ish.
Would we have grabbed all our gear?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, loading up
Yeah.
some axe beaks.
So you're gonna go pick up the axe beaks at the.
I'll actually start
the axe beak
following the
emporium.
tracks with
Okay.
Puppy, and then you guys can catch up.
You guys are gonna
Or
grab the axe
whoever
beaks and
grab
catch
an
up.
axe beak.
I'll stay with her because I'm relatively slow and small.
So you guys track. By the
And
time you
slow.
guys reach the east gate of, or the west gate of East Haven,
And small.
heading north along the east way,
Yes.
you guys all catch up, and you find more axe beak tracks, other than the ones that came
So they
through.
all jumped on axe beaks.
They met somebody.
Yeah.
Or they had axe
And
beaks waiting for them.
perhaps there was a dog sled.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes,
So that'll be
Going?
even easier to follow.
just follow those 2 rail marks.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys are gonna go track.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Just wait, follow those
Even
tracks.
I'll assist and scored me a 20.
Yeah, following the tracks for the first hour or so, yeah, no problem. But as per usual,
Snowstorm.
here comes more snow, and wind, and cold, and
I cast no.
Is there anywhere going the direction that we are? Are we aware of anything in the direction that we're going?
good mead.
Okay, well that's a start.
Bryn Shander.
No, I mean, like, what's the first thing we're likely
Wait.
to encounter following this current direction?
Are we heading straight west out of East Haven?
Yes, along the east way.
Then that means we're going to Brimshand and not Goodmead.
Yes, but Bryn Shander's along the way. It's a turn off the east way, and so is Kier Konig and Kier Dinbal.
Kier Konag and Dinval north. Not
They are
west.
a right-hand turn. One's a left-hand turn.
So how far to that intersection?
We're just gonna say that you guys are. By the time you guys get there, there's a storm that has started to brew. So
Is it
Just,
can it be
strong
trapped
brew?
still?
that's what we're gonna
Decaf?
find out.
Yeah. Medium roast.
That's what we're gonna find out right now. We are going to find out the.
Is that dog still with us?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's her dog now.
We have a pet.
All right, roll me a perception check.
Yeah, right one.
Whoever's tracking, whoever's leading the tracking.
Oh,
Crit.
not 20.
You see how that
Didn't
rip-
yes.
Yeah.
The storm has hit. It is sticking around,
Excuse me.
and it's going to be with you. It seems like it's going to be with you a while. So, first hour, you get to the crossroads at Goodmead, Kirdenval, heading north. I think that's the first, about the first hour and a half. The rest of the way to Bryn Shander.
Oh, they kept going through?
Like
Yes.
we're taking
Okay.
the east way from East Haven, right?
Yes, towards Bryn Shander. And they seem to be moving, making good time. These tracks, like, albeit they're getting covered, quickly. Roll me another perception check for
They
the next
had a
hour.
whole herd of axe beaks. To 8.
The second hour, you guys are not only lost the trail, you're not even.
lost our favorite train.
Yeah, nope. You've lost the trail. The tracks have been completely obliterated by the wind and the snow. By
Do
the
I
time
still
you guys.
have speaking with animals?
Yeah.
Or is that out?
No, you took a long
Cast
rest.
it,
Took a long rest.
I mean,
Okay.
the dog's nose would be even more sensitive.
Yeah, does he still smell?
He smells, but he's like whimpering.
He's cold.
Yeah.
Like an idiot.
I'm up on
When
the
you're
have
actually.
speak with
Yeah.
me.
You can track, albeit, you're headed towards Bryn Shander.
Is there any way that we can top speed this?
You will get
Run these a little harder?
to Bryn Shander in the storm, as long as Subaru is tracking and getting you down the road. Because she cannot get lost in her favorite train, even in a blizzard. Bryn Shander is from East Haven. You guys are about 2.5 hours in. And you got about 2 more hours to go. Or an hour and a half to go.
I'm gonna grab my blanket too and kind of wrap it around.
Okay, no, that's fine. You figure about an hour and a half you'll be in Bryn Shander.
Top speed. Top speed. Can we go? Can we increase the speed of our mounts?
That's about it. And you have to find somewhere to board them when you get to Bryn Shander.
Unless we hunker down here and kind of make a shelter in the snow.
Not in this storm.
Keep going.
No.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, we gotta keep going.
An hour and a half later, you roll up to Bryn Shander. The gates are. Looks like they're getting ready to close the gates. So
Yell at them to.
Let us in!
roll me a persuasion check for the.
I hit
17.
your
Everybody roll.
17.
persuasion.
And I'm proficient.
11.
14.
You can roll with advantage if you want to.
I had a 17 anyway. 15 on the second roll.
Yeah. Group.
I got
You guys-
19.
Yeah. They're like, who goes there?
We came from town before. Remember, they brought back Yeti.
Remember us, heroes of the people.
Oh,
I mean,
open the gate! You hear,
There's two
open the
of us.
gate!
There's two of
I
us
said
left.
they brought back Yeti.
It's the Yeti Masters! And the gates creep open into Bryn Shander as the storm rages on. And with that, we'll call it an evening.
Bryn Shander.
Back in Bryn
Be
Shander.
rocking that place next time.
Hey folks, I'm J-Man Weird, and I want to say thank you for joining us. Kelly, tell us about Zach.
Sacked is I gave about an ass-kicking pillow. Sword fighter extraordinaire, spellcaster, and he's off on a monster smashing good time, saving the realm of dreams. You can check out more at Sacked, or look us up online, Twitter and whatnot, at Sacked Game, S-A-K-D Game. Check it out online. Really cool trailer out there.
Absolutely, folks. And you can find us at Take20_DnD on Twitter, where you can find out more about Sack because we retweet the living daylights out of it. You can also see me tomorrow morning between 5 and 9 a.m. for J-Man Weird in the morning show. I want to say thank you to everyone who came out. I'm J-Man Weird. For all of us, to all of you, go tell somebody you love them. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.
Hasta luego.
It's American Thanksgiving right now.